Thank you all for joining me. I hope that you're all doing well. While I'm talking to you, do a full body scan. Just see if you got any tight areas, any areas that are giving you kind of a little bit of a problem. Make sure that we move around those areas. Today, we're going to be doing some stretching. We're going to be doing nothing passively, no passive stretching. So, passive versus intentional. When you take a body part and you just willy nilly hold it uh, and you're not activating the muscles to get your leg to go up there, that's passive stretching. So when you do this and you're holding and then you're contracting, that's intentional. That's what we're working towards today. We're also going to make sure that we don't push into pain. It should feel good. This should be a comfortable class. This should feel um, a little, a little bit challenging in some areas only because we're going to be doing isometric exercises, holding isometric exercises for about 5 seconds, and then trying to deepen the range of motion. And isometric exercises are one of the most beneficial strength and flexibility exercises you can do. Is basically just contracting the muscle. So let's say you're going to show off your bicep, you're contracting the bicep, you're showing off the guns, but you're not moving, the joints are remaining stable. That is isometric. We're going to do that. I'm going to guide you through all of that. You just need a comfortable floor, comfortable clothes. Don't need to be all fancy for this. And like I said, it should feel good. I'll be reminding you of that throughout the whole thing. So we're going to start with the sensory warm up that I normally do. Feel yourself, because sensory before motor, we warm up our sensory systems before we warm up the motor systems. Actually makes our movement more efficient, enhances our movement, and I will show you that through a baseline. So baseline being the range of motion that we're at, like our range of motion right now in this moment. So we'll do a simple forward fold seated. So this class is going to be seated or reclining. Let's go ahead and look at our baseline now. So you want to get those booty cheeks up and out of the way. Okay. If you're here, I just want you to come here. I want you to feel what you feel like on the inside. What, you got any tightness in the lower back? You got any tightness in the hamstrings? I want you to take note. Put that in your mind palace. Hold on to that. Okay. All right. I like to have a little bit of space between my legs because that feels comfortable. You can put your legs together if you like, booty cheeks up and out of the way. You're going to look for a spot to reach. Okay, maybe one further away than where you normally go. We're going to inhale, raise the arms on the exhale. We'll reach for the spot. Stop at resistance. Don't push into it. Okay, that's our base. That's my baseline right now. Slowly roll up. So you took note of where you're at, and after the sensory warm up, we're going to see if we see a difference. I'm going to take this little thing off. Make claws with your hands. We're going to brush the hair. We're going to brush the scalp. You ever seen those little claw things that are made out of metal and they go and they're like is it's because it's beneficial, not just your physiology doesn't just like it, but neurologically your brain likes it. You're giving attention to parts of your body that you normally probably don't really pay attention that much to unless you're like washing your hair. Okay, we're gonna take 2 fingers. We're going to make circles on our face. I want you to give yourself a pressure about a 3 or 4 out of 10. Don't start a fire on your skin, okay, baby? Don't do that. Okay, so we're gonna go make sure that we get all our, even if we got makeup on like I do, because I gotta look pretty a little bit sometimes. You know how that is. All right, we're gonna rub the earlobes. We're gonna rub the cartilage. Yeah, so earlobes, this is the cartilage up here. Try to get the middle right here. We're gonna take 2 fingers. We're gonna place them on the base of the skull, the occipital area, and we're gonna make circles. 3 or 4 out of 10 in intensity. Reverse the circles. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna put on my little kerchief because I like to look pretty sometimes. Like today's one of those days that I woke up and I was like, I want to wear purple eyeliner and I want to kind of just do my brows and stuff. Don't mind me. All right. Extend one arm. Actually, no. We're going to do L shapes with the hands. We're going to take the fingers, place it in the behind the neck. Take that thumb, place it in the front. We're going to turn into the hand while we gently bring the hand across our neck. We're going to do this twice on each side. Wrap around, turn. Take the other hand. Place the fingers in the back, thumb in the front, turn into the hand. And I'm going to move this down a little bit so I don't keep touching it. Wrap the thumb forward, turn it to the hand. Extend one arm, palm facing down. We're going to start at the behind the shoulder, so the back of the shoulder. Rub, 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 rub. I want you to give yourself a 5 or 6 in intensity because these areas tend to require a little bit more sensory information to wake up. So about a 5 or 6. Top of the shoulder, front of the shoulder. We're going to go down that arm. Top of that arm, top of the elbow, top of the forearm, top of the wrist, top of the palm, top of the palm, top of the hands. Get in those fingers, get the fingertips, get in between the fingers, flip that over, get in between the fingers, get the fingertips, palm, top of the palm, wrist, forearm, crook of the elbow, bicep, back to the shoulder, and then we'll get our chest. Extend the other arm, back of the shoulder, top of the shoulder, front of the shoulder, go down the arm, top of the elbow, forearm, wrist, hand. Get on top of those fingers, fingertips, get in between the fingers, flip, get your palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, bicep, back to the shoulder, your chest. Give yourself a shower. Give yourself a shower. I like to use this. You can also use little fists. Give yourself a massage in the lumbar area, right above your butt. Rub, 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 rub. Okay, we're going to lean on one side. We're going to bring this other leg over. This is what we're going to work on. We are going to get the top of the booty, the middle of the booty, the bottom of the booty. 3 glute muscles. We're going to do the hamstring. Inner and outer thigh, back of the knee, back of the calf, sides of the calf, ankle bones, heel, sole of the foot, the outside of the foot, the balls of the feet. Take your fingers, place them in between your toes. Give yourself a little bit of massage. Toes need love too. Our whole body should get some love, right? Not just when we get in a pedicure either. Top of the feet, top of the ankle, sides of the ankle, top of the shin, sides of the shin, top of the knee, sides of the knee, top of the thigh, sides of the thigh. Make sure you get the hip. Make sure that you get your lower belly. All right. Switching sides, lean over, start at the top of the booty, middle of the booty, bottom of the booty, hamstring. Back of the knee. Back of the calf, sides of the calf. Ankle bones. Heel, sole, outside of the foot, balls of the feet. Get in between the toes. Give them a little love. By the way, if you hear any snap, crackle, pop, that's normal. As long as it's not accompanied with pain, you're fine. You're good. All right. Rub the top of the toes, top of the foot, ankle, sides of the ankle, shin, sides of the shin, knee, sides of the knee, your quad, that thigh, inner outer thigh, tensor flexor latte. I will always say that because I love that. Tensor flexor latte is the muscle that runs on the side right here. Okay. Oh, belly, lower belly, hip. Alrighty. That is the sensory warm up that I like to call feel yourself, but it's self massage. LOL. All right, we're gonna go ahead into that forward fold position, booty cheeks up and out of the way. You really want to try anytime that you're trying to extend forward to either touch your toes or come into a straddle. You want to unanchor your butt cheeks because that pelvic tilt is really, really necessary for you to achieve better range of motion. So the anterior pelvic tilt, your pelvis is like this and it starts going like that, and your booty's like wee, and your pelvic bone is like woo. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're gonna inhale, raise those arms, On the exhale, we're going to look for a spot past where we reached last time. Exhale. Yeah, I think I feel, yeah, this is nice. I see a difference. If you don't come up gently, if you don't see a difference, it's okay. Sometimes things that we're not used to doing enhance threat, which threat being muscle restriction like stiffness, restriction in range of motion. Um, your brain basically says, no, I don't know what that is. I'm not feeling good about it. But the more that you do it, the more that you adapt, and your body and your brain does become accustomed to it. Normally, though, most people that I know, feel yourself does enhance that range of motion. So we are going to start with some mobility before we head into our stretching, just to kind of warm up those muscles more so that they're a little bit, they have a little bit more range of motion that when we do get into our poses. All right, come and sit in a comfortable crisscross applesauce, comfortable straddle. You choose. Okay. Put your cheeks up and out of the way, whether or not you're here or here. Take 2 fingers, place them on your sternum, bony plate that connects your ribs. We're going to close our eyes. Since we're not standing, we're going to close our eyes because I want you to really feel what it feels like on the inside. Don't be too worried about what it looks like. I want you to feel interoception. What does the movement feel like from your rib cage, your organs, your spine, your muscles, your back, your lower back? We're going to close our eyes. We're going to maintain a parallel stance. Our shoulders are going to remain parallel to the ground, so no tilting. Okay, we're going to pretend like somebody poked us on our side, and we're going to shift that rib cage over. Okay, we're going to shift it back. So pretend like it's on a track and it's sliding to the end point, back and forth. So we're going to do 1, 2, keep those eyes closed. Feel what it feels on the inside. 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll do 8, 7, 8. Back to center. You can open your eyes. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pushing that rib cage forward and back. The thoracic spine is going to move our rib cage forward and back. You notice it's like a pendulum swinging back and forth. Okay, we'll do 8 of those. Eyes closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know you had your eyes closed, but I just want to make sure whenever you do these, should have said this beforehand, make sure that your pelvis isn't rolling underneath you. So make sure that you're not going into cat cow and that your head is um, maintaining its position in space. Okay, so now we're going to connect the dots. We're going to smooth it out though, make it a circle. Circles are our friend. 2 fingers back on that sternum. We're going to come forward, move over to the side like somebody poked us, come back, other side, forward. Now, eyes are closed. We're going to connect the dots. Our ribs are hovering over our hips, creating as perfect circles as we can. We're smoothing out every rough edge. We're making every subsequent circle more perfect than the last. We're really, really trying to be as intentional and inner body as possible. Okay, we notice our shoulders are not rounding, our head is remaining where it's at, and our pelvis is barely moving underneath us as we accomplish these circles. And it's okay if the circles are small when you start off, it's okay. We're going to stop in the front, shift over to the other side, shift to the back, shift to the other side, come forward, connect the dots, round it out. So we're doing about 6 of these. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. While we are here, go ahead and come into a position where you have one leg bent down on the ground, one leg bent up with the knee up. If you need to bring it out to the side a little bit or bring the foot out further in front of you, then do that. Find a comfy position for you. We are going to go ahead and inhale, raise those arms. We're going to look to the right and we're just going to turn. Okay? Bring the arms down. Now, if you can, take this arm that's in the front and just try to give yourself a little extra stretch. Remember, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, when we do this, when we twist, we turn, this is being held up by my muscles right now. I'm not passively stretching, pushing into it. I give myself a little oomph by grabbing onto this leg, a little extra range of motion, but my muscles are still activated. Okay? That's how I want you to go through all of these exercises. So we release, release. Okay? Other side. Leg bent, leg on the floor bent. Inhale. Turn. Bring the arms down. Take this arm. Give yourself a little extra oomph for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's nice. Hydrate your majestical glowing skin. You see me drinking water a lot. Colorado is lacking in humidity and moisture, so I get dry real quickly. But either way, water is essential, right? All right, so we are going to then move on. We are going to check our baseline because why not? Let's see if this is doing anything. Legs extended in front of you. Get the booty cheeks up and out of the way. Inhale. Look for a spot further than when you were last time. And exhale. Reach. Also, take note of that stiffness that you had in the beginning. Does it feel better? Do you feel any kind of release in any places that you were kind of sticky at before? Right, slowly come back up. Take one leg, bend it in front of you. A lot of you, if you've taken my hip mobility, flexibility classes, we do this a lot because it's that good. Get the booty cheeks up and out of the way. You want to be in that nice anterior pelvic tilt, thoracic spine pushed forward. Foot just coming along for the ride. Don't worry about it. Okay. We are initiating movement from the hip. We're going to roll the leg back and forth. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to now initiate movement from the ankle. Look at that big toe, drawing circles on the ceiling with the toe. If you need to put a cushion underneath your ankle to make it more comfortable to do this, go ahead and do that. So we're going to make circles. You're intentionally looking at that toe, smoothing out every rough edge, making every subsequent circle more perfect than the last. So we'll do 6 in one direction, 6 in the other. I've got about 3. If you need to slow it down, pause me. Slow it down. Okay. The more intentional you are with this, the better benefits you're going to receive. I'm going to go ahead and go around the other direction. 2. And I'm not really counting for you because you might be in a different pace that I am. But remember, we are really hyper fixated on the toe, trying to make the most perfect circles that we can. Pretending like there's a marker there. There's like a piece of paper. We're drawing circles. Okay. And then I'll do one more. Make sure 6 both directions. Okay. While we're here, we're going to inhale. We're going to turn towards the knee. We're going to exhale. And we're going to come down. Okay. And we're actively contracting that muscle that we were just working. Okay. Slowly come up. Inhale. Still actively holding that contraction. That booty cheek better be tight. Okay. Take the elbow. We're going to exhale. Take the elbow. Bring it up against that knee. Rotate that chest forward and just reach. We're not reaching for that foot. We're not doing any kind of contortionism today. Okay, look up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently come up. Ooh, there's a cloud in front of the sun, and so I'm cold. We are going to switch sides. Okay, booty cheeks up and out of the way. So when you're here, this is comfortable for me. If you need to be here, be here. Find your comfy spot. Full range of motion though. Don't push into pain. Foot is coming along for the ride. Don't worry about it. Initiation comes from the hip. We're going to roll that leg back and forth 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bring it back. We're going to look at the toe. We're going to draw 6 circles in one direction, 6 circles in the other, smoothing out every rough edge, making every subsequent circle more perfect than the last, being as intentional about it as possible so you can be fixed on that toe, okay? So if you need to pause me, pause me. 1, reverse. After 6, reverse the circle. Okay? Contract. So when we were doing these, keep that contraction in those muscles. We're going to inhale, raise those arms, turn towards the knee, and come down. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Inhale. Take the elbow. Exhale. Rotate that rib cage forward. Look up. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so when we come into that stretch, like I said, we're not pushing into pain. It should feel good. So I like to say about a 4 or 5 in intensity, 10 being super painful. You're about to get injured. All right, let's move on. Reclining unilateral isometric leg holds is a mouthful, but that's what we're going to be doing. All right, we're going to come to a lying down position, okay? So we're going to take one leg, bring it up, and we're going to straighten it. I just want you to bring that leg as close to you as possible. So this is where I'm at, okay? I want that knee coming towards your face. We are going to take if you need a towel or strap, pause me, go get it. If you can't, grab the leg. We are going to grab the leg with whatever tool, hands, whatever. Okay? We are going to give ourselves a little bit of still holding that contraction. And then we are going to tighten that muscle as tight as we can and push it against the hands or the towel, whatever we're holding, as hard as we can. Okay, for 5 seconds. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release completely. And then we're going to go ahead and try to bring, with the contraction, that leg back just a little further. Or see, I got just a couple more inches. We're going to do that contraction again, pushing against the towel or the hands as hard as we can for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Okay, we're going to breathe. Exhale. Contract the muscle. Try to bring that leg a little closer. There we go. This leg is just hanging out. Don't worry about it, okay? This is the one that we're focusing on. All right, we're going to go ahead and release that. How do you feel? It's a little work, but you notice that muscle contraction, actively engaging your muscles, utilizing your brain to to put yourself in that position will enhance your range of motion and will enhance your range of motion long term. All right, same leg, but this time we're going to externally rotate that knee. So I want you to notice how remember that rolling that we did is the same concept. We're going to roll that knee to the outside and we're going to bring that leg down to the side, like if we were in a straddle. Okay, we are actively engaging to be here. Now we're going to take our strap, towel, hand, and we're going to give ourselves a little feel, because it feels good. Now we're going to push against that hand as hard as we can. So in this direction, okay, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Oh, see, and I just came down just just by doing that. All right, we're gonna do it one more time. You ready? All right, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Yeah, this one's a good one. All right, now completely release. Let's go ahead and see um, how that range of motion when we just bring the leg up. Okay, I'm here. Grab the leg with whatever you have, hands or towel, strap, and then just give yourself a little extra. You probably see a big difference from the start. Bring it back down. Take this leg, externally rotate that knee. We're bringing that leg out to the side. Give yourself a little bit, and hold. Now we're going to release. Okay. Switching sides. If you want to keep the other leg bent, by the way, like I said, it's just there. It's whatever, however helps you feel comfortable. I like to do splits in this position, so that's why I extend the leg. We're going to bring the other leg, and I'm going to turn so that you can see me better. We're going to bring this other leg up. I'm not going to touch it. I don't know why I started touching it. Just leave it alone. We're letting the muscle do the work. We're going to take the towel, take whatever, give ourselves a little, because it feels good. Now we're going to push up against the hand or the towel, whatever we got, the strap, and we're going to, as hard as we can, and do it for 5 seconds, okay? Now hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, release, extend, activate the muscle, give yourself a little bit of extra. Oh yeah, one more time, okay? Whenever you're ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Okay. Go ahead, bring that leg down. Take the leg, bring it up, externally rotate that knee, and bring that leg out to the side. Okay. Grab the leg with whatever you've got. Give yourself a little Now we're going to contract that muscle, pressing against our hand, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. I always get surprised at how these work, but they do work. All right, contracting the muscle. Now we're going to push up against the hand or towel, whatever we have, and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come bring that leg down. Okay, let's go ahead and check the range of motion. We are going to bring that leg up using our muscles, grabbing on, give ourselves a little, and notice if you see a difference from the first time that you did this. Release. Take that leg, bring it up, externally rotate that knee, bring the leg out to the side, grab it with whatever you need to use, and give yourself a little and see where you're at. Release. How did you like those? How did you not like those? Sometimes they can feel a little, you shouldn't feel any pain, but you know, you're holding a contraction for like 5 seconds, so that could be a little a little a lot. Happy baby. Okay. We are going, so we were doing unilateral work. We're going to do bilateral. We're going to bring the knees up. We're going to let them flare out to the sides because it feels good. Yeah. All right. We're going to bring the legs up for now, bent. Now, if you can grab the toes, grab the toes. If you want to grab your ankles or your shins, grab the ankles or the shins. And we're trying to use, first of all, I want you to use those muscles to bring those knees down to the ground. And then you give yourself a little and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you want a little bit more relaxation, you go rock side to side. It's like a little back massage, but don't lose the activation. Stay here. Stay here. Okay. Because now we're going to start to try to extend. Now, if you're here, then be here. It's fine. Okay? I'm going to extend out both legs next to me, and I'm going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I'll release. Bring it down. Yeah. No. I like it. Okay. Taking one leg, extend it next to you. Right? Take the other knee, bring it up. Keep that muscle engaged in the glute, in the hips, and bring the knee a little closer to you. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. Take the other knee, bring it up. You're still contracting. Give yourself a little extra stretch and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that foot down. Okay. The next ones are like really feel good. Reclining, side twist, and hold. Okay, these are nice. All right. We are going to bring the arms out. We are going to raise that leg, but we're going to allow it to come over to the other side. And we're going to try to look in the opposite direction of our knee, of our leg. And we're going to hold. You could take the arm, by the way, give yourself a little and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Come back to center. Switching legs. I need to switch to adjust. Go ahead and do that. We're going to raise that knee. We're going to allow it to come to the other side, looking the opposite direction. And you can take the arm and give yourself a little extra. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Release. Now you can come up however you want. I like to come up using on my side. Okay, we're at the last little bit. We're gonna do a little bit of stretchy stretch with the arms. Okay, come into a crisscross applesauce or a straddle, whatever's comfortable for you. I want you to take this arm, any arm, whichever arm, choose. You can go into palm facing you. Reach those fingertips. Now feel how that's engaged. Keep that engagement. Take the other hand, place it on your elbow, and just give yourself a little extra and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take that same arm, palm facing behind you. We're going to come. So the palm does face behind you, but then you should be touching your upper back or your head or your neck, or all different. Holding that engagement, take the opposite arm and gently give yourself a little extra and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. release. Other side. We are holding that engagement, reaching, 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 taking the other arm, giving ourselves a little extra range of motion, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take that arm, bring it behind you. We are holding engagement, bringing the other hand, gently giving ourselves a little bit of extra and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Now, chest opening, chest like normally involve clasping the hands behind you, pressing the chest. I don't like that because it's really easy to hurt yourself, and I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach behind us. We're going to try to get our palms to touch. They're not gonna, but that's okay. I want you to just reach, 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 reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, we're going to push that chest. We're going to do it one more time. Push that chest forward. Come back. Reach, 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 reach. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to press those feet together. This is the last thing we're doing. Booty cheeks up and out of the way. If you're here, press up and hold for 5. If you're already here and can come over, lower belly down to the ground first. We are going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of it. Let's go ahead and look at our forward fold. Legs extended in front of you. Booty cheeks up and out of the way. Chest forward. Pelvic anterior tilt. Raise those arms up. Inhale. On the exhale, you know what to do. Yeah, I love that. All right. Release gently. You're done. You finished. And you survived. Let me know how it went for you in the comments. This is a little bit different than what I normally do, but I do this every now and again when I just want to feel good. I don't want to like be actively trying to get into a split. I just want my muscles to feel good. All right. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to hit me up. Next week we're gonna do something very kind of similar, but more of a decompression. Like if you've been standing all day, if you've been walking all day, if you're feeling sore, like most lower body, decompression work, standing, because we've done a lot of sitting. All right. Hope you all have a beautiful symptom-free day.